this night on the topic of dominance, two hockey clubs who have made it here not by accident, but by perseverance, skill, and goaltending. One side of the ice was a reverse sweep over the Smith Falls Ritos and then swept the Deserano Bulldogs in the next round. The Manotick Mariners found their own resilience and again a reverse sweep. That one was against the Barry's Bay Wolves, and then they toppled the hardest test they felt like they would face throughout this season in the North Dundas Rockets, beating them in 4 games, once in Chesterville. Tonight, what will this series have in store for us? In just 2 seasons, the Manotick community went from a small town in beautiful Ontario who had never stepped foot on a Northern Premier Hockey League arena to a community who watched one of the best hockey clubs the league has ever seen. They were able to do what no other team has been able to do, eliminate the North Dundas Rockets before the finals, and they did it in 4 games. Their willingness to do anything within their power to put a rock-solid club on the ice have given them an advantage few can match on any given night. With speed, skill, and phenomenal goaltending, it was only a matter of time before they found themselves on the biggest stage this league has to offer. But even for a club that expects success and thrives off the knowledge knowing that they are the favorite, making it to the finals in only their 2nd season is a feat that must impress even the biggest fans of the Mariners. They have one more series to win it all, but it's a tall task. If any team can do it, the black and white fear no team. They, at the beginning of the season, kept names like Gustafson, Jonathan Sear, Ryan Lau, and company, especially Bert Berkliev in net, Riley Tondro as well. On the other side of the scale, the Tweed Oil Kings lost big names like Keon Tricoli-Roick, Andrew Reinold, Luigi Martone, Will Jones, Zach Elson, Kenny Murdiff, Darren Doherty, Mac Honchar, and Mackenzie Smith. And for the Tweed Oil Kings fans listening, I know that that's a sore spot, but a very big-time, distant memory with the guys that Super, Brooksy, and everyone in the Tweed Oil Kings brass has reloaded and replaced them with. Losing those 9 players, each and every one of them was a well-known fan favorite for one reason or another. They were impact players, goal scorers, defenders, and physical stars. For any team in any league, that would be a major setback and a guaranteed trip to the basement. The opportunity presented itself for the Tweed Oil Kings to show their community and their terrific fan base that they are never going to stop trying to reward the loyalty of so many dedicated fans with a championship. They put one foot in front of the other and went on to create a team driven by passion, heart, and soul. Couple that with incredible skill and elite goaltending, it gave the small town of Tweed and the county of Center Hastings a team they can be proud of and be excited to flood the front doors of this beautiful arena every Sunday afternoon. They put on a performance that shocked the NPHL and paved their way to their first appearance in the finals, a very deserving fitting award for such a storybook season for one of the best fan bases in the entire league. The story is not finished yet. They have one more chapter left to write, and I can guarantee that the green and gold will play through blood, sweat, and tears to try and give their fans one more roaring cheer before this season comes to a close. Hello everyone, and welcome again. It's been long overdue. NPHL Central is back on the air. And I'm alongside my trusted colleague and son, James Bowl, who'll be doing all the technical aspects you will see this evening. I'm Billy Bowl. I'll be doing your play-by-play. And do we have a series for you? The finals. 2 teams who have never been here before. The Manotick Mariners in their 2nd season in the Northern Premier Hockey League. The Tweed Oil Kings, they have been around for a very long time and have been on the cusp of a championship for a very long time. And as I said in the opening, Tweed losing 9 of their really top-notch hockey players, and the Manotick Mariners who just keep reloading. I mean, they keep bringing on new players, and each and every one of them have a skill set that any club in this league would love to have. Their goaltending is second to none. At the other end of the ice, the Oil Kings are in the exact same situation. Matt Lovey's stopping 69 of 73 shots in the final game to beat the Deserano Bulldogs in Game 3 was an absolutely incredible feat. And then Bert Berkliev, the goalie of record, who won back-to-back games with 37 save shutout, back-to-back. One to eliminate the Barry's Bay Wolves, and the other to start the series off right for the against the North Dundas Rockets. He, no doubt, will be in net for the Manotick Mariners. But at the other end of the ice, it'll be the 4-1-0, 451 goals against average and an .882 save percentage of Evan Morrison, who will get the call tonight for the Tweed Oil Kings. Not only does he have excellent looking goalie equipment, which Justin Allerine and James Bull and I both love, but he is a terrific goaltender and looking to backstop the Tweed Oil Kings on the way to a victory here tonight. Their playoff run went this way. They had to get through the Westport Lumberjacks in round one. They won both games 8-3 and 7-3, moving on to face the high-powered Smith Falls Ritos, the last season's finals runner-up. Tweed fell 6-3 in game one. They then lost 5-2 in game two, and it looked as though the season was all over. But the resilience of the Oil Kings took center stage after falling behind 2-0 early. They scored 4 straight goals, and by the end of that game, shocked the Ritos and overcame an onslaught from the Smith Falls Ritos, who took it to the Tweed Oil Kings in the next game. But the game went to overtime, and at 14:10 mark of the first overtime, Elijah Bratney scored to send the arena into a frenzy, forcing a Game 5. Smith Falls scored first, but Tweed answered with 4 straight goals. Smith Falls mounted a comeback, but by the final buzzer, the score read 5-3 Oil Kings. It became the biggest win in the franchise's history. They moved on to take on the Deserano Bulldogs, who were fresh off a thrilling series win over the Durham Hawks. The series was settled in 3 games, but every game was won by 1 goal. Game 1 saw a 3-0 Tweed lead evaporate, but they were able to hold on to a 5-4 win. 6-2 was much of the same. This time, a 6-2 Tweed lead turned into a 6-5 win in favor of the Oil Kings, and Game 3 was all Matt Lovey's. He put on one of the best goaltending performances in playoff history in the Northern Premier Hockey League, stopping 69 of 73 shots en route to a 5-4 series win, a roller coaster ride for the players and for the fans of the Tweed Oil Kings. The Manotick Mariners beginning their playoffs was quite surprising to most fans. They were up against a hungry and talented Poggin Falls Rapids club that kept the high-powered Mariners offense to 7 goals over their 2-game series, resulting in a 4-1 and 3-2 win for the black and white. They moved on to the second round, where they faced the Pack of Wolves in Madawaska Valley. Game 1 saw the Mariners jump out to a 4-0 lead, only to see that disappear, and the Wolves went on to win 7-6. Game 2 was a back-and-forth game that needed extra time, and in the overtime, Ethan Pegg scored to give Barry's Bay a 2-0 series lead. But on the brink of elimination, Manotick went into high gear. Back on home ice, they scored 6 of the last 7 goals, displaying their dominance and giving them some light. But they still had to win in the unfriendly confines of the Paul Yakubuski Community Center. Manotick was incredible in the first period, scoring 4 times. Barry's Bay didn't fold. They scored 3 in the second, and it wasn't enough, and Manotick forced a Game 5 with a 5-3 win. Game 5 in Manotick saw a great display of what the Mariners can do, and Bert Berkliev stopped all 37 shots directed his way and gave Manotick the series win with a 5-0 performance. In Game 1 against North Dundas, Bert Berkliev matched his series-clinching performance with another 37-save shutout, and Manotick took Game 1 4-0. Game 2, the Rockets did what great teams do, rebounded with a 6-3 win in Chesterville. But Game 3, Manotick doubled up the Rockets on their way to a 4-2 win to take a 2-1 series lead and gave them a chance to win the series back in Chesterville. Game 4 saw the scoring go back and forth and needed an extra frame to settle this series in a rivalry fashion. In the end, the Mariners captain scored at .350 of overtime to lead his team to his and their first appearance in the finals. Absolutely a roller coaster ride for both teams in this one. Absolutely incredible. And I'll tell you right now, if you have a dial, if you have a clicker, put it away, because this is going to be a series for the ages. Neither team has faced each other. That's another piece of this story, folks. Normally, you've got one game under the belt to see who has the edge, a little bit of animosity against each other, but these two teams will have to build it over this possible 5-game series, and I don't think that's going to be very difficult. This arena is packed. James, give everybody at home a sense of the arena here and the fans piling in to the Mike O'Neill Arena here in Manotick. Both clubs on the ice know that this is something that 13 other teams in the league were looking to be in this exact same spot. So they will not take it for granted, I can guarantee you that. There's another piece to this puzzle. The Tweed Oil Kings are on the outside looking in right now of the Outlaw Tournament. They just missed out on securing that wild card spot. Right now, the Barry's Bay Wolves sit in that last wild card spot. But the way Tweed gets into the Outlaw Tournament in April and early May is by winning this championship. It will punch their ticket to the Outlaw Tournament, and I can guarantee you that that is on the minds of the entire Tweed Oil Kings brass, and I can guarantee you it's on the minds of all of their fans as well. And speaking of their brass, for the Tweed Oil Kings, just giving a shout out to the assistant coach Brad Brooks, Dylan Ingram, and Paul Peria, and the general manager David Brandt, Super Dave, who is also, he runs a stream as well on their road games. Trainer Jason Brooks, Chuck Johnson, old Chucky, the equipment manager for the Tweed Oil Kings, and their online scorekeepers, General and Megan Holmes. Wanted to give a shout out to them. And for the Manotick Mariners, it's a long one. Brian, we'll start with the coaching staff. Cody Waite, the head coach of this Manotick Hockey Club. And a lot of people say, you know, they've got such a high-powered hockey team, you know, it's got to be easy to coach them. It's absolutely not. You've got 18, 25 players that know that they have got incredible talent. They know what they can do on the ice, so it's difficult to put them in a situation to succeed. And when they're not, it's easy to regress. When you go a couple games without a point, without a goal, it's easy to kind of wallow in your own disappointment in yourself. But a coaching staff like Cody Waite, Connor Whalen, the assistant coach, and Mike Mahan have done an incredible job keeping Manotick on the straight and narrow. The owner, Tal Barodi, I guarantee you, is incredibly happy with what Cody Waite has done as the general manager as well, bringing on some incredible talent as well as the rest of the coaching staff having a hand in it, which is super important. Mike Mahan, the trainer, Matt Primo, the equipment manager, the in-game host, Bobby Brugal, got to speak to him prior to the game. Announcer, Jason Sakely? To apologize. DJ Sin, the DJ, does an incredible job, and the photographer, Tessa Shimizu. Wanted to give a shout out as well to everyone here in Manotick, the arena staff, really helping us trying to get their private Wi-Fi, which has allowed us to go live. And it's not like that all the time. It's difficult. They're incredibly busy around here, especially on game day. And we're here about an hour and a half before the pregame, and they're busy. So I just wanted to give a tip of the cap to the Manotick Mariners organization for the help that they gave us when we got into the arena looking for the private Wi-Fi and giving us everything we needed to get set up. Greatly appreciated. And for the fan base back home, good luck to both teams, because they are both deserving of this. One team is destiny driven. Not that Manotick doesn't have a big destiny and heart and soul and all that, but Tweed Oil Kings losing 9 players in the offseason. I keep bringing it up and keep talking about it. It's just an incredible feat for a team to not only have a good regular season, but then to also make it all the way to the finals. It's incredible to see, and we're looking to see what they can pull off here in the final stage. For the Manotick Mariners as well, a team that last year in their first season in the Northern Premier Hockey League had all the tools to win a championship. They were taken down by the North Dundas Rockets the series before the championship, and I know that stung, and I know that was a driving force to this season, and they put it all on the line. I mean, every single player, every stride you can see in the few games that we got to watch them play, they have been absolutely incredible. And Bert Berkliev, like I said in the opening, folks, I'm not sure if Riley or him or Berg are going to play, but Riley has been, as they say, unconscious. He is in the zone right now. It's going to be incredibly difficult for the Tweed Oil Kings to get anything past him. Folks, this is the other part. Bert Berkliev is unbeaten in regulation time this season. He's 16-0-2 with his regular season stats as well. He's 6-0-2 in the postseason. 272 goals against and a .922 save percentage. 2 shutouts in the playoffs. They were both back-to-back, as I said, but he's had 3 in total this year. he could be considered the goalie of the year right now. He has been unbelievable. So everything's on the table, folks. James, what do you want to do for the first for the highlight? Game 2 of. Okay, James has put together a highlight. How long is it? No, is it long, do you think? No? Oh, okay. James has got the Game 2 between Manotick and Barry's Bay. He's also got the Game 4 between Manotick and Barry's Bay. And then we have, this is literally the first game, Game 5, the OT winner. Oh, right, okay. We don't have any Tweed games because we haven't done a Tweed game this season, and we will have a special thing for Tweed tomorrow in their home game. But we have 2 games from the Barry's Bay Tweed series, Barry's Bay Manotick series. The first one will be in the first intermission. We're going to have the interview with Joshua Rollins, co-owner of the league, in the first intermission. We're going to try and do it. I don't know how we're going to do it. We might have to stand down there, maybe. I don't know. In the first intermission, but so yeah, stay tuned here. We're actually going to send it out as they clear the ice. Stay tuned, folks. Share the stream, like it, as we bring it to you live on NPHL Central from the Mike O'Neill Arena in Manotick. Game 1 of the Northern Premier Hockey League Finals between the Manotick Mariners and the Tweed Oil Kings. Enjoy this highlight package brought to you by James Bull Roofing and Poultry. He does an incredible job, folks. So stay tuned. We hope you're enjoying it, and we'll be right back. It's off the stanchion behind the net near that Zamboni door. Looking for Stay in the slot, but they got him covered very well. A couple of assists in last night's game. McKenzie looking to find a hole to go to the net. It's a big body, sure-footed. As a mountain goat, back to the blue line to Kelly Summers, sends it over to Stay in his office. He'll get by him and walk in. Stay can't pull the trigger. As he was Finkelstein, pulled up on him. Lau gets around him, but he's got to get around Summers. Scores! The captain gets them rolling. Ryan Lau picks the top shelf. And Manotick leads early, 1-0. Hemming the men. Ryan Lapine in his own zone with McDade, and Robert Lapine will come off. A line change. Peg will send that in deep. Berkeliev will come out to play it. Stays on him. Ombre throwing it up the ice. He's in on a breakaway. Gustafson scores! What a backhand, and Brett Gustafson has a goal, and it's 2-0 for Manotick. McKenzie at the draw. He's against Ryan Lau. He's got Summers and Campbell at the point. With Jared Stay in the middle and McNaughton on the left side. This looks like a terrific line for the Barry's Bay Wolves. And Devin Campbell taking a hack there. He'll move that up, sends it across. Stay shoots and scores! Jared Stay finds Twine, and Barry's Bay are back in it now. Looking to take him for a ride was Robert Lapine. Good hit there on Burmeister. Menard will gather the puck in behind the net and march out for the Wolves. Sends it rink wide to Campbell. He doesn't like what he sees. He hears the doors opening and he wants to start back and allow his mates to get on the ice. That's a pass. McDade scores! They're back in it. No, lead is safe. Owen McDade, short side, and the Barry's Bay Wolves have tied it at 2. They closed that opportunity off quite quickly, sending that into the corner. Menard in there, but Giacobi in there first, sending it into the slot. McKenzie clearing that away, and up to Stay! Breakaway! Score! Jared Stay, he only needs one breakaway and finds Twine. It's 3-2 Wolves. Holy Dinah indeed. Get along the ball. Loose puck. Lau gives it away to McNaughton, and he's in. Cody McNaughton, the backhand pass to McDade, and he just couldn't find the handle.
Kevin Campbell pinching in at the blue line, keeping it inside the zone, but not for long. Lau with Gustafson streaking towards the net. Gustafson backhand pass to Hamray, throwing it into the slot, and Cardwell's there, scores! The Mariners have tied it 3-3 on a great offensive rush. The backhand to the slot, and it's tied back up with 13:41 to go here in the third period. Makara and the Let's Go Wolves chant starts. Enright. Summers flips that. McKenzie over to Jared Stay. Stay is through center. Across the blue line. 2-on-4 right now. Stay stops up, throws it back. Enright, the shot, the rebound, scores! Kofeld bangs it home. And the Wolves have tied it right back up. Listen to that crowd. McKenzie to Stay. Turning and firing, and it just goes wide. Menard's in there quick. Fans on the play to go behind the net with it. McKenzie walking out from the corner. The backhand pass the slot. Goes to Campbell. A stop by rebound. Scores! Holy Dinah! They are up 2-0. And Peg nets the winner. Can you believe it? Barry's Bay is going crazy.
I don't usually do this, but I wanted to bring it back really very quick, folks. Just give you a shot of the crowd and what's going on around this league, this arena tonight. In the Metro Division, they've given out the awards for top scorer and company. James McEwen from the Alvinson Killer Bees. He was a force all season, and he is your top scorer. The top forward, James McEwen again for the Alvinson Killer Bees, definitely. If you're going to be the top scorer, you're probably the top forward. Top defenseman, Mitch Randall of the Woodstock Lakers. He's a rock solid on the blue line, and he did an incredible job for Woodstock. Top goaltender, Evan Bedrower from the Strathroy Jets. Calm and composure and clutch, as they say. The executive of the year, Daryl Anderson of the Six Nations Ironman, he did an amazing job. Leadership off the ice matters, as they say. Anderson's vision and commitment helped drive the Ironman success this season. And the coach of the year also from the Six Nation Ironman, Ryan Davis. He was a master behind the bench, and Davis built a winning culture and got the most out of his roster all year, and that's all you can expect from your coaching staff. We will be back, folks, for the opening face-off for O Canada and everything that you want from a Northern Premier Hockey League broadcast. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll be right back. When senior hockey returned to Tweed in 2019, they felt it proper to honor their past by naming their team after one of their greatest teams in 1970, the legendary BP Oil Kings, who captured the All-Ontario Championship and cemented their place in local hockey history. They play tribute once again tomorrow night when Tweed will host their first home game in a final series in the Northern Premier Hockey League. Tonight, the Manotick Mariners will look to pay tribute to their loyal fans and bring home their first finals victory. It's only their second season in the league, and this fan base is accustomed to winning. Can this Saturday night tilt add another reason for optimism along the Rideau River, or will the Oil Kings pull off another memorable victory to begin their march to the ultimate prize? What we have in front of us is a game for the ages. Mariners, Oilers. Next. Immediately south of the suburbs, Barrhaven and Riverside South, the community of Rideau Jock Ward. 25 minutes from Ottawa is where Northern Premier Hockey League Finals Game 1 will be located, and where the NPHL Central will bring it to you live. This is it, where it all starts and where it all ends. Two clubs who put it all on the line for an entire regular season and for the playoffs. They will put their best foot forward every stride for this 5-game series, not just for their brothers on the ice, not just for the logo on the front of their jersey, but for the fans at home, the fans in the arena, and the fans all over this great land. Enjoy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 1 of the NPHL Championships. Between tonight's matchup, between Oil Kings and your Manotick Mariners. But before we begin, please rise and remove your hats. Direct your attention to center ice for the performance of our national anthem. "O Canada" is sung today by Miss Lilia McQuaid.
Come from love.
beautiful rendition of our Oh Canada. That's got to be one of the best we've ever heard. Unbelievable. For your goaltenders tonight, the visiting team, Evan Morrison, 4-5-1 in the regular season. In the postseason, 4-1, a 451 goals against average, and an 882 save percentage. At the other end of the rink, Berkliev. In total, 16-0-2, combining his regular season and his playoff numbers, 272 goals against and a 922 save percentage with 2 shutouts in the playoffs. Absolutely incredible, and that is going to be the tail of the tape. There's been so many people that have been saying that the goaltending matchup is going to tell the tale of this epic series, and I don't disagree. It's going to be an epic battle. We may have 5 games, maybe less, but either way, let's enjoy it from the first drop of the puck to the final buzzer sound. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Let's get it going. Draw one in a scrum draw. One back into the Manotick zone. Berkliev, he loves to play the puck. First play into his zone. Moves it along to the half wall. Trying to dig that out for the Mariners. Pinned along the wall there, and a nice play by Cardwell. Working it along to the corner. Their work boots on early. Trying to muck it up in the corner. Still, I mean, that is a battle and a half. To the blue line, kept in, flipped to the blue line, and knocked down and sent around to the far wall. Cardwell will pick it up. Waiting behind his own net as a wholesale change ensues. Gustafson has been unbelievable in his playoff performances in the Northern Premier Hockey League. That's dumped down. And no icing. Back in behind his own zone is Vanderhurt turning back, and will wait for his mates to get set up. Pass back through center and in. Going in after that quickly is Isaac Brown, but sent out through center. Vanderhurt sends a long pass up, knocked down. Bouncing puck sent in around behind the net, and Berkliev will go out to meet it again. The backhand pass is sent into the corner. Isaac Brown lays the body on there. Brody Morris back, but after him quickly is Melvin. Good hit along the wall there. Juggles that puck loose. Sent out through center, and after that quickly is Pat Millington behind the net and knocks his man down and spins, and he's all hands on deck right now. Let me tell you, trying to come out of the corner, one-handing that puck, and it's taken away by Dennison. Turning back, and he'll get some support. And drilled into the wall, and Melvin's there on the half boards, and that hit gets a crowd going. As you can tell that both sides have brought a lot of fans to the Mike O'Neill Arena this tonight. A big opportunity there for a hit for Atkinson. Shot on goal and stopped by Evan Morrison, his first test of the game. Back into the corner, big hit. Shot and a stop by Morrison. And we're gonna have our first penalty of the game. Well, they love the rough stuff, but at a certain point, you gotta put a halt to it and be like, let's tone her down a little bit, boys. You can tell they are all in. Unbelievable. Wow. What a start to this one. Face off to the right of Evan Morrison. Draw one back to the blue line. Finkelstein shoves it towards the net, and it's blocked. Tweed is out through center, and they'll wait and dump it on Berkliev. A little hookage there to slow him up, and Gustafson scampers out through center. Gustafson being hacked and slashed right on the stick, not on the hands. Behind the net, trying to throw it out in front, sent back to the blue line and chipped out to center. Cardwell and James, was it Finkelstein or Stein? Finkelstein My stats guy giving me the correction. Cardwell works it in behind the net, and the Manotick Mariners are set up. From the point, sent over to Cardwell, back over to Finkelstein. Finkelstein to the dot. Spins on him is Lau. Ryan Lau to the slot, and what a defensive play to keep that. Brenda Hill, unbelievable defense. That was a tap in. If he could have got to that one. Holy Dinah indeed. What an opportunity. Good Lord above. Draw to the right of Evan Morrison. 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in the penalty. Sear trying to win that back, but he can't. Scrum's one. Sent to the boards and out. Berkliev throwing it over to get this going right away. Get a little bit more time in the Tweed zone. Throwing it around the boards. Evan Morrison trying to stop that, but it's chipped and Carruthers can't pick it up. Larson battling in the corner against Carruthers. He's trying to pin it against the wall to kill some of that 40-second power play. To the blue line to Melvin. Sent into the corner to Sear. He'll cycle that back to LeBrose. Pass over to Renault. Back over to Melvin, over to they've really got it set up now. Renault back over, and they're going to look for just a shot through the screen. Nope, they'll send it back down low, and nobody was in position for that. The Oil Kings are off to the races, and a little bit of energy left in the gas tank for Vanderhert. Stops up, waiting for help. 10 seconds remaining. They'll bring it back into their own zone to kill the rest of this power play, and they will be back at 5 aside in 3 seconds. Both these clubs pushing the envelope in the hitting category. This crowd is electric. You can hear it, and I hope you can hear it at home, because this is hockey. Holy Dinah indeed. Draw to the right. It's won by the Oil Kings, but the Mariners on it quick, and they are out through center. Sears sends it in and takes a little swat there. That pass sent up. Cross ice there now, and we'll try and move it back, get it going. Pass over to Musklau. That's sent up to Dylan Ingram. Mainstay here in Tweed. Pass over and around to the near side here. Rink wide pass, and they've got the blue line. Shot, and he fired it just wide of the net. Gustafson waiting at center ice for an outlet pass, but they keep it inside the zone. Tam in after it quick. Flips to the blue line and kept in, sending it back behind the net as the Oil Kings are making a line change. Took a little longer than I think they were expecting. Ingram chasing him behind the net, but Gustafson wheels out through center. Coming in. On goal, drop pass to the slot. Finkelstein drilled it up over the net, looked for the rebound, and he couldn't connect. Gustafson was knocked down behind the play and held up a little bit. Brought it in across the line and knocked off his stick. Millington sent it in, and Berkliev will make a save there. And a little bit of swinging and swatting after the whistle, but nothing too serious. What a start to this final. 14:04 remaining here in the first period. Exciting back and forth hockey. The physicality, some of it's behind the scenes and you can't see it, but both teams putting their bodies on the line for this one. Millington can't win that draw. It's the Mariners. Oh, a huge hit there behind the net. Millington giving it right back to him. Another hit along the wall, and that's sent out through center. Makara spun, tried to get it in deep. Ingram will chip at that, and Merritt will send it in deep inside the Tweed zone. Brody Morris, and you do not want to be the second guy in when Morris is in there inside the zone. That's given away. Almost an opportunity there for the Mariners. The point sent in behind the net, bounced almost right out in front of the net, but they cleared it away nicely, trying to get out through center. Manotick, hammer, shot on goal, and Evan Morrison will make easy work of that. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a long and painful series for the fans, for the brass, and everyone involved in these two teams. The draw is one along the half wall, sent towards the net, but it'll ring around the wall. To Melvin, he'll drill that wide, go back to Cardwell at the blue line. He's got Tam on the left side, but he'll throw it in behind the net to a wide open Lau. Into the slot, shot, and a great save by Evan Morrison to keep it tied at nothing. A redirect, a bouncing puck in front, score! Jonathan Sear scores the first finals goal for the Manotick Mariners franchise. Holy Dinah indeed. Right on the doorstep on a redirect in front that bounced right to the left of Evan Morrison, and he buries it. 1-0. This crowd has been into it since 5:45 since we got here. They've been excited, and that has not stopped. That goal has added a little bit more of a buzz to this crowd. Behind the net and bodied off that puck. Sent back behind the net by Ingram. The Mariners looking to come out of the corner, but the shot and a block out in front of the net. Back to the point, it's Tam. Shot through, stop by Morrison. And that laid right out in front of the net, but cleared away by the Oil Kings. It's going to be an icing on the way back into the Manotick zone.
Crazy here for the championship game right now. I'll be calling our first blue ticket.
Draw to the right of Morrison.
First blue ticket at the next
It's been great. Stopped 6 of 7 shots in the first part of this one. Ingram not liking the way that it's set up here. And the draw is one for the Oil Kings. Gustafson in there quickly, though, to try and get on the Carter Musclow, the defender for the Oil Kings. They'll win that battle and move it out through center. Trying to counterpunch. The shot, that's a block. Unreal. Put his body on the line for that one. Chipped down, a good reach by Gustafson. Looked like it could have taken him right off the back. There's no padding back there. Great block in front. Tried the toe drag. The Mariners will counter. A missed hit by Ingram, and Gustafson's away. Gustafson knocked down by Millington. Sent on the glass to center. The backhand pass will go into the neutral zone, and the Mariners will look to turn it up as the Oil Kings make a wholesale change. The Mariners make one of their own. Pass up, connects, hammer, knocked down. Millington has been hitting everything that moves in the early part of this one. Up through the mid-ice area there, and that's going to go all the way down for an icing.
The first blue ticket of the night is 719-284. 719-284. If you have that, you have won the $250.
Draw to the right of Morrison. 11:16 remaining here in the first period. Game one. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Subscribe if you can, so that once we hit 1,000, we can have unlimited inside of this live stream. One back in behind the net. Sent around the wall by Atkinson. Morris sends it back over to Atkinson in front of the net and right on him quickly there. Huge hit, but Makara stood him up. And that puck will go in behind the net, sent around the boards to Murray Free, the captain at center ice. Tam will pick it up, regroup in his own zone. Pass over to Makara. Brody Morris now picks that up, sends that long ice pass up. Connection pass over to Oil King did not connect. Makara across the line. The shot stopped by Morrison. Laid right out in front of that net. He'll cover it with his blocker and hold on for the faceoff.
Who let the banners out? Mariners fans, let's go! Hey!
Out on the ice, Sear, the Hammer, Dennison, Renault, and Cooper for Manotick. Looking to increase the lead to 2. Back to the point. Sent through a screen. The rebound just out in front of that net. Hits a stick. Laid right out in front of the net. Little in there to pick up that puck on a huge hit in the corner. And that's sent out through center. Opportunity here as they gain the blue line. Looking right out in front of the net, but Manotick snuffs out that opportunity. Knocked down. Tweed looking to gear it up here. Nearly part of this one. Deflected inside the zone. Tweed said that he touched the puck, and the official totally disagreed on that one. I don't know. Well, they felt like they touched it just inside the blue line, kill the icing, but it did not transpire. The linesman says they're in agreement to disagree. Scrum draw 1. And they'll go behind the net with it and try and get out through center in a quick hurry. Vanderhurt backhands that in deep. Dawson Ellis in there with a big hit. And that is going to be an offside. And it looks like they're going to send it all the way down. Carruthers apologizing, and they are sending it all the way down into the Tweed zone. Face off to the right, Evan Morrison. Ingram at the draw, trying to win it. Lau is a specialist at face-offs. One back to Cardwell. Nope, that shot through quick by Finkelstein. Grabbed by Morrison. It's been tested early and often in this one. Lovey stopped 69 of 73. Morrison does not want to see that much rubber tonight, but you can imagine he's up to the task. Back in behind the net, and Bratney throw it up. Get to the blue line, and he just blew a tire at the last second. Elijah Bratney chipped over the mid-ice area, and a great second effort by Dylan Ingram. Pushes that puck up through center. A snap shot just missed the far side, rings around the boards, and that gets out to center again. Bratney did not enjoy that one. That's in behind Ingram. Ingram coming through center there, but an opportunity for the Oil Kings back. And I think a slot. Great save by Berkliev, coming post to post. And let the melee begin. And that is going to be 2 minutes in the box for the Hammer. And the Oil Kings will go to the power play. Well, the Mariners had one earlier. Tweed will get one now and look to tie this game at 1. Awesome. Face-off, Ingram at the draw, and that's won by the Mariners, and they send it the length of the ice. Bratney in his own zone to pick it up. Scamper through center. Chips it in to the corner and gets by Tam. Throwing it back along the wall. That'll go to the point. The rip shot, and Berkliev saw it through a screen, and the speed of Sear is off to the races. Shot, and he whistled it short side and just wide of the net. Back in behind the net it goes, and Vanderhurt is there first to pick it up. The Oil Kings Get across the line, sifts it over, back to the point now, and a shot through. No, that deflected just wide of the net, and that stung Cooper. The blue line and out, and sent all the way back down into the Tweed zone. Looking to come out through center cleanly. That is definitely not going to happen against these Mariners. Vander Hurt across the line and in, sending it around the wall, and in behind the net it goes to Douglas Little. Little, the bouncing puck, ripped it on net, and a great save by Berkliev. Back to the blue line. Sent over, trying D-to-D from Bratney. Back over to Vandervelde. The shot through, the deflection in front of the net. I thought it hit the cage of Berkliev, but it was a deflection, and there's only 30 seconds remaining in the power play for the Tweed Oil Kings. Brody Morris, we know he's got that boom power slap shot. And they'll look to use that on the second half of this power play. Slip pass over. Shot redirected in front of the net, and it was just in the feet of Douglas Little. And he deflects that up into the mesh.
You're going crazy in this street. We got the home ice in the Manotick Mariners right now. We need to show them how we do it, Manotick. Put your hands up in the sky if you have any great time.
Draw to the left, to the right of Berkliev. Tested with 4 shots in the last minute or so.
1, 2, 3, hey!
Face off. Little is out there at the blue line, as well as Vander Hurt. This will go to Brody Morris to Vander Hurt. Vander Hurt stops up. Saw no lane to the net. Looking to go to Brody Morris. Oh, what a pass back door. Sent in front. And a good stick lift in the slot by Cardwell. Cooper through center. Sends it over, and Brody Morris just hits the referee. And he couldn't get to it. This is turning into an opportunity in front of the net. That shot is blocked. Sears sends it around, and an opportunity to get it out for Vander Hurt is pressured by the Mariners. Slips it by him, and the Oil Kings are off and running, sending it on to Berkliev, and he'll snare that, and he'll hold on for a whistle. What a game. 2 teams that, my goodness, you can tell just by the speed, the skill, the hitting, goaltending at a premium that they all both deserve to be here. Millington, he's got Atkinson at the blue line, but he's got to win a draw against the Hammer, and he will not. Renault sends it around. LaBroge can't get there first, sends it towards the net, and it's deflected into the corner. Renault back in the safe hands there of Merritt. Makara, the drop pass. Right through center as Renault had up the whole time. Oh, that might have been an icing. Snared down by Evan Morrison. He did the smart thing, tried to play it and stop it for his defenseman. He wasn't bouncing off the wall and hopping. And it finally reached his defenders. Trying to get across the line, and that's going to be an offside. So tried to bring it in, but shot just a little bit too early.
Clap it up. Mariners, hey, hey. One more time. Championship round. Let's go.
Draw one back. Gustafson plays it off the glass. Bouncing puck through center is on it quickly as Finkelstein. The corner and bodied against the wall. There's Ingram getting there first and can't move the puck quick enough. Throwing it in behind the net. And Bratney through center, deflecting it into someone's equipment, and they'll blow it dead because nobody could find that puck.
We need that energy from the Mariners fans. This is the home ice. This is the championship. Let's go! Hey. We got 50-50 around 900 already.
Face off. Center ice is one back for the Oil Kings. Very free will chip that in. They bounce it off the glass, and Lau picks that up in stride. The drop pass to Finkelstein, looking for Gustafson to get set up. Throwing it back door! What a great save that was by Evan Morrison. What a setup as well by the Mariners. Chipping it in behind the net. Berkley-Ev trusting his D there, just plays it. Ingram back to the blue line, sends it around the wall, and that'll go to the near side here for Vanderherk. Vanderherk to the point. The shot through, hits the goal post and stays out. Ingram takes off the forecheck there. Oil Kings looking to capitalize on this pressure, but Tam pins him up against the wall, and he needs some help. Good hit by Murray Free behind the play. Melvin slips it behind Vanderherk, and he's in. The shot stopped there by Evan Morrison. Melvin trying to walk out from behind the net. Evades a poke check by Morrison. Back to the blue line, sent over the point, and the shot through, and Morrison saw it all the way. Snares that one for the whistle. Unbelievable first, and it's only going to get better as this series rolls along. Hey, Justin, Cheryl, Cody, good to see you as always in the chat there. Hope you are enjoying it. Great game on hand. It's going to be a great series. Both goaltenders are sharp as attack early on in this one. Draw one, back to the blue line. That shot through, kicked away by Morrison. The wrap there, shot, and it's stopped by Morrison on the goal line. Can you believe it? The scrums after the whistle continue, and sooner or later they're just going to pull one from the pile. And it's going to be, instead of offsetting minors, it's going to be one team down for getting a little too aggressive after the whistle. Shots on goal, 12-6, favoring Manotick. That was the biggest one so far by Morrison. Unreal. Here at the draw. The face-off is a clean one back. Merritt shot through, stopped by Morrison. Into the corner now. Dug out, back to the point to Merritt again. He'll shoot it through, and it got through again. Somehow Morrison finds the second one as well. Morris to Little, back to Morris. He's looking for Atkinson, but he's in front of the net there. And Morris will go for maybe a Bobby Orr end-ender, as we've seen on one of our highlight packages as well. It was a beautiful goal over there at the Tweed Community Center. End to end and did a little housey going on the defender and put her home. It was a beauty goal, folks. Check it out on the YouTube channel. Actually, that'll be a part of our Tweed Oil Kings anthem tomorrow. A special tribute to Tweed as we have two games, highlight packages for Manotick versus Barry's Bay in this game. So we figured we would give one of my favorite things that we had done on MPHL Central, the Tweed Oil Kings anthem. It's fantastic. Center ice draw, 3 minutes and 54 seconds to go. One back. Vanderherk in his own zone. Sends that over to Crothers. Crothers, long ice pass up and connects. Shot, throwing it in behind the net. Here's Ferguson. Backhand pass to the point, immediately shot through and missed the net again. And they're off to the races. Makara across the blue line. That's going to be a penalty. And the Mariners will go back to the power play. Across the line. And they saw a hook. They called it. The Mariners will get a chance to extend this lead to 2 before the second period. I'm not sure if Josh is coming up here. It's incredibly tight quarters up here, to be honest, so we may have the deciding game between Barry's Bay and Manotick in the highlight package for the first intermission. We will see. Maybe the All-Star game highlight package as well from Tweed. Sent down to Berkley-Ev, and he'll leave that for Cardwell, Finkelstein, Gustafson, Lau, and Merritt out there. Look at the speed by Lau. Pulls the shoot and throws it back to the point. The pass over into a wide open Finkelstein. Cardwell and Finkelstein will switch the slap pass to Gustafson. He chops that behind the net to keep the cycle going. The Oil Kings were on it quick and throw it the length of the ice. The gifted hands of Berkleyev. Hanging out inside the Tweed zone is Hammer. Over to Lau. Cardwell to Hammer. Slot pass there, and that is knocked off stride, and a one-on-one chance for the Oil Kings. Rugenhill couldn't make the magic happen on that one. And the Mariners will gather that puck and look to go back on the attack with 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Gustafson, good footwork there to get himself inside the zone, but that pass was picked off by Ingram. He'll get the blue line again. Sauce pass over to Sear. Sear tried to chop it in front of the net. That goes back into the corner. Looking back to Cardwell at the blue line. Cardwell backhand pass to Sear. Throws it to the dot. And a great save by Evan Morrison again. He is on fire in the early stages of this one.
Remember this song?
What was it called? Happy Frog or something? Crazy Frog. They're playing that song here in the arena. My son used to play that game all the time as a young lad. Played that video, I'm pretty sure it was just a video actually. Draw to the left of Evan Morrison. 24 seconds remaining in the power play for the Mariners. They win the draw. Shot stopped by Morrison again. Unbelievable. Kids are loving this song, let me tell you. Draw to the right of Morrison. Time dwindling down on the power play for the Mariners. That's one back cleanly, but he juggled it, and they're out through center. Brown throws it into the slot. That shot deflected up over the net. Off the glass, they ring it back around to the wall. 5 seconds left on the power play. Slipped it in front to Bratney, but the penalty's over, so they got 3 guys back, and they need Millington to get on the ice quickly. Toe drag, tried to get through, backhand pass, and he fired it just wide. I'm not sure, maybe Morrison got a piece of that too. And down goes Little. Picks that puck up, knocked off his stick by Sear. A very long line change it's taken for the Oil Kings to get off the ice. Pass out in front of the net, deflected up off the glass. And a penalty coming to the Oil Kings for high sticking. Lau took a stick to the mouth. He is not cut, so it will be just a 2-minute minor. Dawson Ellis didn't fight the call at all, so it guaranteed. He knows he done wrong, not on purpose, but when you're being aggressive, it happens. Couldn't agree more, Justin. That's 3, and Manotick has such high power. The shot, and Morrison threw a screen. Saw it at the last second. Looking to go back to the blue line. Finkelstein, DDD pass. Back to Finkelstein. Straddling the blue line, sends it over the dot to Gustafson. Waiting in the weeds. What a nice play. Finkelstein the shot. Goes back to the point. Cardwell tried to get it down low with the 38 seconds remaining. Gustafson back to the point. Finkelstein looking to set something up here in the late stages of the first frame. To the point. Lau over. Ripped a shot. And it rose quickly. Went up over the net. Lau in front of the net. And they send it 200 feet. 16 seconds left. Berkleyev knew it. He sends it up quickly. Finkelstein sends it into the slot area, and Lau couldn't control it. Return back. Their own zone and behind their own net. Trying to leave it there, so the whistle will blow. That will do it for the first 20. Stay tuned, folks. We may have the interview with Mr. Rollins, but we're not 100% sure. What we are sure of is after one period, the hometown Manotick Mariners lead the Tweed Oil Kings 1-0. The first intermission will have the All-Star game, James, just till Josh gets here if he does come. So after one period, the Manotick Mariners lead the Tweed Oil Kings 1-0. You're listening and watching to NPHL Central on YouTube from Manotick. Thanks for tuning in.
And right there again, Kenny Murdiff letting a boomer 92-mile-an-hour slap shot go. Is playing for the East. Isaac Barr, the tricky, fired a shot, and he just missed the short side. Comes to the blue line and out. Pass over to Kenny Murdiff. Kenny and Calvin Watasek both playing for the East as they were short-staffed. Dakota Betts can't bring it up. Barr, the pass over, the shot, and a beautiful save by Aaron Young to get his all-star game off and running. Sent through a streak, redirected in front, and he scored. And the East is off to a quick start, 1-0 lead. Only a minute and 24 into the first period. Sent in behind the net. Morris will get there first. It's just out of the reach, but Gibson there to send it back to where it came. It's picked off and sent right back around to the other side. Now back to the point. Denis, the shot through, and a great save in the rebound on the doorstep, and they score. It's 2-0. Out through center is the crafty Isaac Barr. The toe drag, and he rifled it just far side wide. Out through center ice now. Doyle sends it over. Graham Brown trying to game the blue line. The defense from the East is stymieing the West's push to try and get back into this one early. 2-on-1 chance. The pass over, followed up in front of the net, and they score. And the East has come out flying. 3-0. 5 minutes and 34 seconds into the first period. Up through to Luke Brown, and that's a play that he 99% of the time would connect on that one. That's over to Johnny Hill. Moves in, the big save by Burke Berkliev. Isaac Barr scampers out through center, looking for the drop pass. It goes to Herbert. Shot, and he scores! What a laser beam. And a snapshot finds the back of the net. Cameron Herbert finds the score sheet. Doyle spinning and twisting and turning and trying to get it into Luke Brown. Luke Brown along the half wall, sending it at blue line. Bats the shot through in the redirect. Ellis sends it in behind the net. Luke Brown, he's got a rocket of a shot, and he scores! Luke Brown, the rifle. And as I tell you, folks, he has got a bullet. And when he went into the hardest shot competition, he really should have used the wrist shot. That was about 106 miles an hour. That pass over. Connects up through center, and they're in. Doyle, snap shot. He fired it high and wide. Doyle can't pick it up. The backhand pass connects, sifting it ahead to Fabian Walsh of the North Dundas Rockets. That hit a leg. Trying to go back to the blue line. Throwing it over to Dennis. Throwing it back across ice. Faked a shot. He redirected that one in front from Gibson. It's up in behind the net. Betts chipped along the wall, and they're out. The Tweed connection. Doyle to Ellis. Into the slot. Scores! Ryan Smith finds the 5-hole, and they're within 2. What a drop pass. 3-touch pass, and it ends up on the tape of Ryan Smith charging in late, and he rifles it. 5-hole. Take it over. Campbell can't pick it up. A little bit of bumping and grinding there with Isaac Barr and Luke Brown. Isaac Barr plays with an edge. He's a flashy hockey player, but he does not get shoved around, let me tell you. Don Edwards sends it over. Sorry, Cole Edwards throwing it over into the corner now and in for racing that one. Devin Burns, the hitting is starting to pick up into the slot. Back to the point, Brody Moore. A shot off the post, the rebound, and Devin Burns puts it home. Intensity is picking up, and the West is taking advantage. It's 4-3. That chance out in front of the net, picked off. Isaac Barr out through center. Barr, red line, Big hit there by Brown. Johnny Hill knocks that puck away, and you can see the feet moving a little quicker now. That's a cross-ice chance for Shaw. Shaw sends it out in front of the net. Theo Todd will pick that up, drop it to co-pilot, Captain Costello. And the East now out through center, and a nice headman pass, and they're across the blue line and in. Knocked off the puck by Costello. Theo Todd out through and around and in. Racing, and after the puck, he's there first, and he's tripped up. Fell into the boards. 3-on-2 shaping up for the East. The drop pass. The South storm on attack, and Campbell rifles that one home. And it's a 5-3 lead. Now they'll shove it in behind the net. And the battle ensues. Big Graham Brown knocks him to the ice. The battle continues. Doyle, center ice area, blew a tire and tried to stay with it. Doyle, he'll pick that back off again. Sees his Tweed Oil King teammate offside, so he holds. Luke Brown now stopping up. Sends it across to Bratney, and it's chipped away. And out again, breaking through Luke Brown. What a move! And is it in, or it is? The captain starts the march back for the Western Conference All-Stars. He made about 64 dekes in that 1/2 foot span and pops it home. And it's 5-4 now. Waits. Sends it over to Jason Shaw to the blue line and kept in behind the net. Shot, and a nice save by Dallas Slack. Hold that post. Bratney to the blue line, and Theo Todd gets it out. To Brown, to Todd. The move! Scored! It's tied 5-all. And Luke Brown, the sift over, and Theo Todd buries it. And they are all knotted up for the first time since about a minute 30 into this game. The East All-Stars have led this game the entire way, and now the West is looking to take their first lead of the game. Against all these All-Stars, 10 goals have been scored. Reinhold gets it into the slot area, and he got whacked. And they're back the other way, but Reinhold picks it off, tried to throw it in down low to get the cycle going. Kenny Murdiff comes out. Nice move around him and a beautiful defensive play by Brett Costello. That's in behind the net. Graham Brown smells blood in the water. Throwing it across the blue line to Kenny Murdiff. He'll sift it down low into the corner. The shot directed, scores! What a play there. I think he was trying to hit him in the slot, and it hit Dallas Slack in the right pad and directed into the back of the net. And the East have got the lead once again. Face off to the right of Denis Boisvert. The net is empty. It's a 6-on-4. Ryan Smith can't come up with the draw. It's rung around to Dakota Betts on the far side. He keeps it in. Down into the corner. Back to the point, Dakota Betts. Over to Johnny Hill. To the dot. The shot deflected away to the point. Dakota Betts into the corner. Back to Betts. Shot through, and that's deflected wide. Johnny Hill at the point. Sends it into the corner. Looking back to Johnny Hill. Over. The pass down below the dot. Looking into the slot, he'll go back to the point again, over to Johnny Hill, to the far side, slot chance, the shot, and a great save by Boisvert. The scramble in front of the net comes loose, and Boisvert! What a save with 3.5 seconds to go. Luke Brown looks skyward. That was some incredible D by the Eastern All-Stars, but the West moved that puck so well. And you would figure that that would have been the goal and tie it up, and we'll go to overtime. But Denis Boisvert would have none of it. The last straw right here. It's one for the East, and they will win this game. Second and annual Northern Premier League Hockey League All-Star Game from Tweed, Ontario. What a game. Another great experience. And I'll tell you, folks, they brought it for the whole 60 minutes. Very impressive hockey, and you've got to love it. Oh, my goodness.
1:20 period down. 40 to go. Your scoring summary is small from that first period. The penalty summary was huge. Manotick's Jonathan Sear from Grant Cooper and Tyler Melvin. That's it. And Manotick leads 1-0, putting up 16 shots compared to Tweed's 6 in that first frame. And a bunch of penalties. But to be honest with you, folks, there could have been a lot more, and the referees are trying to let them play. But these guaranteed penalties, they've got to call them. Done an excellent job through 20, and we'll see what they can do for the last 40. They want to let them play 5-on-5, and it's really up to the players whether they are able to stay 5-on-5. Well, this crowd is a raucous bunch, I can tell you that much. They support and love their fans. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, James just saw that. We will. I'll have to definitely get him a Quebec, close to Quebec poutine. I know they make it. The better you get there, the closer you get to Quebec, the better the poutine is, from what I understand. Hit the like button, share it, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Get as many people invested in this league as possible. Give these legends their just due. They put it all on the line for their small towns all across Ontario into Quebec, and expanding mightily is this league. Unbelievable. I was just told that the Six Nations Ironmen are moving on to the finals in the Metro. Unbelievable. And that could be, if they win that one and Tweed wins here, Strathroy and Barry's Bay will be on the outside looking in for the Outlaw Tournament in late May, late April, early May. We got the second period underway. Lau is across the blue line, looking for a drop pass for the hammer, but he fires it around the wall to Finkelstein, to the half wall. 30 seconds remaining in the power play. Manotick set up nicely. Cardwell back over to Finkelstein. Looking in front of the net as it was a clogged area for Evan Morrison to look through. Berkeleyev sends it around to the near wall there in front of the Tweed Oil Kings bench. It's a sticky spot in the ice on Gustafson. Quickly picked that up and throws it over to Ryan Lau. Lau sending it along the wall, but Brody Morris will pick it up, throw it all the way down the ice, and the penalty has expired to the Tweed Oil Kings. 5 aside again. Cardwell, the drop pass, hit a sticky spot again in the ice there. My goodness, and they're in. The shot, what a glove save by Berkeleyev. Good Lord above. What a save. And they're back looking to counterpunch. Sear to Gustafson. Gustafson back to Sear. Laser shot, and Evan Morrison with one of his own. A goaltending battle continues from the Mike O'Neill Arena here in Manotick. Can you believe it? Draw to the right of Evan Morrison. And behind the net for the Oil Kings. They slowly move this out through center off the glass. Sent into the neutral zone, and Sear kicks it back into Manotick, into the ice. The ice has not dried yet in a lot of spots. It's slowing up the offense for both sides. Sent in to the mid-ice area there. From Grudenhill. And messed around on the wall there. Little can't pick it up, and the Manotick Mariners trying to come out of their own end of the ice. Send it through center. Tweed knocked out in front. A rebound opportunity, and Morrison scampers over to make a beautiful save on that one. He is on fire. So a little programming note, we will have an interview with Josh Rollins after the game. It is just too packed up here to do anything, to be honest with you, with a interview. That's one into the corner. Puck knocked down. Going to send that up through center. Knocked off the stick there, looking into the slot. He faked the pass, drop to LaBrose, and a big save by Morrison. Turning is Makara. He's knocked off the puck. Flipped along the half wall and chipped out through center ice by Shutt. Mariners, the chance for the Mariners continue. Morrison sends it in behind the net. Walk around to the corner, knocked down by the Mariners. Murray free on the half wall, trying to get it out. The Bros, that shot rained up on Morrison, but he kept his eye on it the entire way. Well, if game one is any indication, this will turn into a rivalry right quick. It's hard to hate your opponent when you never played them, but in the finals, when both teams really want the W and the physicality starts right away, it's easy to see them build that up. Draw one back, and Cardwell will send that through. And Evan Morrison will snare that one and hold on for the faceoff. There's a Brown out there with Ingram and Bratney. Morris for the Oil Kings. Cardwell to Gustafson, rifled that through the crease. It comes out the other side. Bratney sends it behind the net, and he filled his man in. Gustafson just to make sure. Sending it along the boards here. Cardwell being harassed, and there's Bratney after him quickly. It's Isaac Brown. Now they're out. Ryan Lau trying to get by him, and he does. Atkinson couldn't find him. Gustafson wide open, and Evan Morrison comes out to challenge him and made a beautiful save, and all five Tweed Oil Kings pile on to Brett Gustafson. Holy Dinah. What an amazing save that was. He's not a huge goalie. He's not a big goalie. So just like myself and any small goalies, you've got to challenge the shooter. You've got to come out and cut that angle down. He most certainly did. Tried to put it blocker side, and Evan Morrison was up to the challenge. That draw is one back to Renault. No, it didn't get there. Cooper cut it off and throws it in behind the net. Vanderhurk sends it around, a hit there on the half wall. The crowd erupts, and it's hard to tell if they were cheering for a penalty or for the hit, because this place is really, it's almost 60-40 right now. Maybe 70-30, but the Tweed Oil Kings fans are loud. Chipped along the wall and kept there for a moment. Digging for it, and the Oil Kings will come out with it as it comes back to the point. Spinning on him is Vanderhurk back to the blue line, and Carruthers had vacated the zone. He was not sure if they were going to keep control of that puck. That is going to go all the way down, and no icing. He called that one out. Might have thought it hit somebody. Carruthers being forechecked right away into the feet there of Little, and he couldn't come up with it. A break on the left side. Renault, what a stop! Rebound, scores! Morrison stopped the first one. The second one right on the tape, and Cooper pops it home. It's 2-0 Mariners, and this place goes crazy. Millington at the draw. Giving my son the gears for drinking my cream soda. He's always bugging me to drink water. Sent in behind the net. Was shot. The Oil Kings have got to find one here. They got to do it without going to the box. Jacob Bratney, that pass over, and he's knocked down to the seat of his pants. Millington with another huge hit. He's laid probably 6 solid hits tonight on Manotick. Makara, that is going to be a trip. Took him down his prime, and both referees had a call on that one. Both referees called that one. They're sharing duties. That was, might have been a little bit of frustration, but either way, the Manotick Mariners with a 2-0 lead will go back to the power play. And they are a devastating team on the power play. In the playoffs, they've only been 16%, but they're a great team, 5-on-4. They're a great 5-on-5 as well, but they set it up so nicely. Wow, the pass over. Cardwell rips that through, and somehow Morrison gets back in time. Gustafson quickly on that one. He's looking to come out in front with that one as he faked Morrison out to the corner. Looking back to the blue line, and Gustafson sends it to Cardwell. Over in the one-timer. Evan Morrison again to the top of the circle. Over to Cardwell. Sends it over, and a fake shot by Gustafson. Got everybody leaking on that one. Cardwell over to the dot. Ripped a shot up off the glass to the stick presence by Gustafson to keep that one out. He took a hit at the blue line. Lau sends it around to Gustafson. Gustafson in the corner. He'll find an open man, sure enough. Oh, the strap come off. Hammer's helmet. He gets it done. That's knocked away. Can Bratney get to it in time? No, sir. And great defensive play there by Cardwell. Gustafson across the line. Looking in front of the net. Gustafson sends it through the middle. This will be a breakaway for Dylan Ingram in. Ingram, and a great save by Berkliev. Picked off again. Ingram! Berkliev again stops him point blank. The first one was a breakaway. The second one, he was wide open, walking back out in front of the net, and he couldn't stuff it home. My goodness me, Berkliev not happy, and he gives a shot. Holy Dinah, this is getting rough. Berkliev did not enjoy that. In his eye, they toppled on, and he gave him a big swat there with the flat pad. And I don't know what the end of this is going to be, but somebody's going to the penalty box. And I'll tell you, folks, anybody who has a problem with the refs at any point in time, you tell me how easy it is to call these games as an official. Trying not to get involved in the game and be a part of the game, but these two teams are really not making it easy. They're still going toe-to-toe after the whistle and almost running the goalies and all that type of stuff. It's getting wild. My goodness. James and I and everyone here at MPHL Central want to thank you for tuning in, and we also want to thank the Northern Premier Hockey League for having us here. Without the support of, it's been Barry's Bay and Durham and Lindsay as well this season. The Northern Premier Hockey League ownership they're able to makes it so that we are able to bring it to you, the viewer at home. So just a quick shout out. At times I'm not too sure. I'll be honest. I think that it would be be a little tougher to be a goalie, just because if you let down, if you make a mistake, you let down 18 of your brothers. If you're a referee, I mean, you don't want to make a mistake, but at least you get to go to a separate dressing room. But shots on goal right now favor the Mariners 25-9. We are not at the halfway point, so Evan Morrison is on average. He may face 50 shots in this game. Bert Berkliev is okay, is a bit of the rough stuff inside that blue paint. Caused no harm to him. Yeah, refereeing is not easy. I was a umpire in baseball. I loved every second of it until I got hurt. I loved it. It was so much fun, but it is incredibly stressful. Penalty still with 37 seconds left, and the Mariners on the power play. I passed over to Renault and hopped on him. He'll have to turn back, and behind his own net, he is being chased down by Isaac Brown. Across the line, and he's in. Renault end-to-ender, back to the blue line to Sear. Pass over, fake the 1-T. Sear will let it go and is blocked. And can he make it? The break. Van Grudenhill on goal. Scores! Jacob Grudenhill puts it in the back of the net, and it's 2-1 on a short-handed effort. Holy diner indeed. That was incredible. He had to turn the afterburners off and on as well as he was being chased down, but what speed by number 16 in the gold and green. Holy, can you believe it? I love the goal song. Justin, you would love that. Oh no, oh no. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyways, the Mariners are at the end of their 5-on-4. We will be 5 aside, and Lau looking for one more chance. Carruthers knocks him off stride, and that puck stuck in the feet there. Dawson Ellis, they get it along to the half wall to the blue line, and strummed here right in front of us. Trying to move it is Cardwell. That is going to be blown dead. And Avesa just outside the blue line.
He does do a great job, this guy does. Holy dynamite.
It's pretty amazing. It's actually a team effort. I'll try and find it here real quick. DJ Sin and Jason Sakely, they are the guys who, or Bobby Brugal actually, he's the other one who's the, does all the arena stuff here, pass out in front of the net, knocked away. They do a great job. It's pretty entertaining. Finkelstein trying to thwart off 3 Oil Kings. He loses that battle. That puck's back. That is picked off, and there's only one guy back. Good play there as it's dumped back into the Manotick Mariners zone. Manotick out through center, across the line, and in on the far side. That shot trying to surprise Evan Morrison. He does not have a stick. Nobody thought they'd give him a stick inside the zone. I don't even see his goalie stick anywhere. They'll dump it in around the net, and Morrison's asking for a stick. And they've got it behind the net, looking out in front, and it hit the goal post. And Morrison will sit on it. Where is his stick? Oh, it's along here. It was right over here. Evan Morrison's goalie stick. And they'll bring it back to him. Oh, man. And that right there, just without the goal stick, that play wouldn't have happened if Morrison could have put his stick down on the ice. It would have never went through him and hit the goal post. Unreal. Face off to the right. That's one into the corner and sent around the wall. The near side here. This game has had everything so far. Atkinson throws it up. He is knocked down hard in behind the play. That's to the blue line and in. And whistle blown for, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it's an icing. Yeah, it's an icing. They'll bring it all the way back down into the Manotick Mariners zone. What a game, folks. What a league. Unbelievable. Goal scored by Grant Cooper. He had the assist on the first goal. Jacob Renault and Jonathan Sear the assists on Cooper's goal. And then Jacob Rugdenhill, the breakaway short-handed. This is where we are in a 2-1 lead for the Tweed Oil Kings. Face off to the right of Berkeleyev. That's one back and just missing a hit there, looking out in front of the net. Faked the pass and waited a little too long. That's knocked off his stick. Picks it up now, sends it back to the blue line over his stick, and he's off to the races. Breakaway for Makara. What a stop by Evan Morrison! And a penalty coming to the Oil Kings. Boy, oh boy. This is a penalty-filled raucous affair. Good Lord above. I was looking up ice. I didn't see the finished hit, but it was loud. I definitely heard it. And Isaac Brown is going to go 2 minutes for roughing or boarding. So it might actually be 5, but he got every bit of them.
Did you see it? Did you see the hit? A little bit?
I did not get to see. Like I say, I heard it. I was looking up ice. It looked like they were coming out on a fast break. And huge hit in the corner. Looks like it's going to be a 2-minute minor to Isaac Brown. The melee afterwards, Brody Morris against Makara didn't result in anything. So it'll be a power play for the Manotick Mariners. Draw to the right of Morrison. Power play for the Manotick Mariners. To the point, Cardwell. He's got Gustafson along the line with him, but he'll send it over to Finkelstein. That shot just missed the top shelf, rung around the glass and all the way back out to center ice. 50 shots is Dryden Bedard. One period. Coming across the line is Lau. Lau looking for Finkelstein. There it gets to him from Cardwell. Back over to Cardwell. They'll switch sides. Back to Gustafson. The top of that circle. Gustafson looking for a shot. That's blocked. Opportunity to get out through center for the Oil Kings and break up that defensive wall that the Manotick Mariners have set up. Cardwell couldn't receive that pass cleanly. Good forecheck by Dylan Ingram. And we have now struck the halfway point of this game. Jonathan Sear going around the outside. And an offensive play there by Jonathan Crothers breaks that up. Cardwell, the pass over to Finkelstein. Back over to Cardwell, over to Gustafson. Trying to send that down low. And a good defensive play there. Thwarts that opportunity by Bratney. Over to the left side for Finkelstein. Finkelstein and Cardwell switch. That shot went up in the air. Mo is really digging to try and find that puck through a screen. Coming out of the corner is Sear, but he's knocked off the puck. That's going to be sent 200 feet down the ice, and the Oil Kings will make a change. 20 seconds remaining. Gustafson at that blue line trying to chip it over to Renault, and he couldn't make it happen. Yeah, you can hear the cowbells. The Oil Kings have come out in numbers. A pass, and behind the net, oh my goodness. No panic at all there by Melvin. He's gone end to end. Melvin scores! Oh my word, what a goal! End to end behind his own net. Was forechecked like crazy, didn't even pretend like he was there, and walked the length of the ice, put a beauty dangle on Morrison and put it top shelf. My oh my, what a goal. Sorry. And that is Tyler Melvin's first goal of the playoffs, if you can believe that. It was a beautiful goal indeed. Wow. And he's still on the ice looking for more magic. Sending it around to Brody Morris. Flip that into the neutral zone, or to the mid-ice area there, and that's knocked off his stick. The backdoor pass just in the skates of Jonathan Sear. He'll flip that in. Got a chance and a shot, and Berkeleyev kicked that pad out quickly. Flipped out through center. Brody Morris on that. The neutral zone, and now Van Grudenhill pedals into his own zone. Nice move around the on forecheck. Big hit as well, and Berkeleyev had to be careful with that one. Some people laugh at that. No, he struggled on a shot from the neutral zone. That flip shot, bouncing puck on him, you have got to be careful because it can take a bounce and shoot left or right 4 or 6 inches in the blink of an eye. Good Lord, what a goal. Draw to the right of Bert Berkeleyev, a 3-1 lead for the Manotick Mariners. Ingram battling in behind the net. That forces this puck to the point, and a shot through a screen. And Berkeleyev dealing with Dylan Ingram behind in front of that net. Good thing it went wide. Just missing that was Ingram, and the Manotick Mariners look to march out again. Puck rolling on him inside the zone. Picked up, shot up over the net, and that will get them inside the zone. A bit of a cycle opportunity. Sent down low by Bratney. Bratney looking to the point here to send it to Jacob Bratney, and he can't do it. Picked off by the Mariners. Their defensive prowess is incredible. Knocked down by Millington, and he took way too long as the Mariner was in behind him, snuck up and took that away. Flipped out through center. They need a line change, but that is not going to get them a line change. Great forecheck there, and I want to say it was loud, but I don't think it was. But right behind enemy lines, and stick lifted him and almost turned that into a goal. To the right of Morrison, he's faced 27 shots. He's stopped 24 of them. Millington against Ryan Lau, a magician at the draw. But Millington gets the better of him this time. Pass off the wall to Bratney out of his reach, and that puck is chipped over to Bratney. Ripped a shot, rebound! What a kick save by Berkeleyev. A beauty defensive play by Finkelstein. He's trying to send that up to Murray Free. Murray Free, the captain. The pass over. Again, shot, and a great save again by Berkeleyev. Pinned along the wall there by Tam. They need support in there for either side to pick up that loose puck. Freeze there, and that's sent around to the near corner here. Jacob Bratney tried to get there first, but that's sent down all the way into the Tweed zone. Vanderhurt with Gustafson keeping him in behind the net. Instead of that long ice pass, the close-knit passes like that one will work a lot better. Across the blue line, and that was out of the reach of Free, but he picked it up, sent that in, deflected up in behind the net. Millington sends that back from whence, no, he sends it to the point. Carruthers the shot, and that just went wide of the net. To the point from Little. That shot, again, wide of the net. Tweed's missed the net about 20 times, and a huge hit along the wall. And the fans wanted an elbow on that one, but none to come. Huge hit by Gustafson. And their Tweed's out, though, the other way. And that is going to be called offside.
I just received our second blue ticket. The blue ticket will be on the next whistle. So get your blue tickets wet ready. I called a second blue ticket on the next whistle.
It was two.
DJ said, you ready? Let's go.
Okie dokie. Grudenhill at the draw, but he's facing Hammer. The puck is won, and that is bouncing all over the place. Vanderhurt stops in the corner, looking up ice. Vanderhurt speeding through center. Fakes the back pass in the mid-ice area, goes to the net. Where is the puck? The pass over. Ingram at the blue line. Berkeleyev gave him quite a shot as he went and gave him a swat in front of the net on that puck he thought was loose. Carruthers knocks his man down. Ingram turning and sends that into the neutral zone. And there's another hit across the line. Renault the shot, and Morrison Still there to stop pucks. That's given away. Makara over. The give and go. No! It's gone by the hammer. Faked the give and go, and he put it home. And Tweed kind of got lost up in the hitting and the physicality, and it became a 1-on-3 deep inside the Tweed zone. And it's now a 4-1 lead in favor of the Manotick Mariners. A lot of hitting. Unreal hockey going on here. And Brody was curious about a penalty, I'm pretty sure.
Number 18.
Like, see how it looks good. And they're coming in with force now. It's sent along. And that's passed over. And they're out. Over to Cooper. He's got a goal and assist in the game so far. It's chipped to the blue line and out. But 4 Mariners are back. And that became easy work. Everything okay? Pass up through center. It did touch Cooper. Brody sending it around to the blue line. Bratney to Free. He's got Millington on the right side. Murray Free sends it on goal. Berkliev makes easy work of that and holds on for the whistle. 4:16 to go. Manotick out to a 4-1 lead.
719.
It's unbelievable how I really wondered how Tweed is such a big team. I wondered how their physicality, because they're an incredibly physical team, what that would do to Manotick, and it's done nothing. Manotick just keeps going, and Tweed keeps putting the hits on. I mean, they are right there with them. It's just Manotick. Oh, Pat is out through center. Manotick has found the back of the net, and they've been very sharp with their passing, but Tweed has not given an inch in the defensive area. Their forecheck is on point, but Manotick is finding a way. Stopped up is Gustafson. Pass over and his head up the whole time, and a great play there by Tam to flip it inside the zone. Evan Morrison quickly moving that puck to his defenseman, and that was almost picked off as Musklow looked to find an open man and couldn't. Back to the point. Tam to Cardwell. Sends it down low as 2 Mariners were waiting for it. Tried to throw it out in front of the net, and it was blocked. And the Oil Kings will get a chance to come out through center, and Millington is on that quick. Millington kicking it up to his skate into the slot. Chance. Shot it wide of the net. Backhand. Shoots! He rolled on him, and he put it off the glass to the blue line and out. Jacob Bratney inside his own zone, and a huge quick forward check by the hammer. Is that Makara? It's across the line. Yeah, that is the hammer, and that's sent on. Evan Morrison. And they'll try and turn it around here. Too little. And the Oil Kings. Rink wide pass. It goes for naught. A good bump there, trying to knock him off stride, and he does. Drop pass, sends it into the slot area. And Morrison will steer that away. Little. And that puck is drilled right back in. LeBrose. Drop pass to Renault, but it didn't connect. Trying to get it off the glass, but Manotick is just there at every moment necessary. Through the neutral zone, that drop pass connects. The pass over's there, top of the circle, shot, and a beauty glove save by Berkliev. I mean, he comes out, cuts the angle down, and makes it look easy. But I got to be honest with you, folks, that is not easy by any means. He's cutting the angle down, but he's also shortening the distance that he sees that shot. And he just comes up with a simple glove save that makes it difficult for any goalie. But Berkliev is right in the zone. He's off to the left of him now. Shots are twice as many for the Mariners right now. But the Oil Kings will never go away. That shot through, and a screen that went up, hit the mesh, And when it's brought down, it'll be a face-off inside the Mariners zone. It ain't over, Christine. They still got a chance. They're a team that knows how to come back, and they are really driven by so much right now in this season that you can never count them out. A penalty coming to Manotick. Carruthers, that pass over to the top of the circle, back to the blue line. Kept in. Drags the line, and that is going to be brought to a halt and a whistle blown. Goal scorers right now. Tyler Melvin from Brendan McCara. What an unbelievable goal. And then Nicholas Hammer from Brendan McCara. Shots on goal in this period are 14-9 in favor of Manotick. Tweed is definitely putting on that feeling of they are still in it. They can get a comeback, but Manotick, as this game goes along, they just keep getting stronger and stronger. Face off, one back to the blue line, almost handcuffed Bratney at the blue line, but he stayed with it. To the corner, to the dot, now to the point, over, ripped a shot, and Berkeliev, what a save again. He can come up with some big ones at big moments. As I said in the opening, Berkeliev could be the goalie of the year. I mean, he has been steady all year long, and these playoff numbers are absolutely insane. Said in the opening, he's 6-0-2 with a .272, .922 save percentage, and a couple of shutouts that were back-to-back. One to Barry's Bay and the other one in the first game of the series to North Dundas. He has been stellar. Evan Morrison will come out to play this. The puck rolled on him there for a second, so he had to hang on for just a moment. The pass over. Hits the tape, and they're out. Bratney tries to move that ahead to Elijah Bratney. Over to the top. The shot. That's blocked in front of the net. Yeah, that hit Tam right in the pain spot. Gustafson. Shot stopped by Morrison. 59 seconds remaining in the period. The power play will leak over into the next frame. Cardwell, a nice defensive play there on Vanderhurt. To the corner. Knocked off that. Back to the point it goes. Bratney over to Vanderhurt. Vandenhurt to Bratney. Time's winding down. That shot through, deflected wide. Looking to go back to the point. Nope, they'll send it through a crowd, and it's knocked down with 30 seconds remaining. The Mariners will send it to the blue line, and it'll be out. Bratney gains the blue line, knocked off his stick. Over now. Vandenhurt down low. Slot chance. Point! Ripped it, and it rolled again. This has got to be close to 20 missed nets here by Tweed. Looking to go into the slot, back to the point, 7 seconds to go. Throws it towards the net, and a great defensive play by Cardwell, and that is going to end the second period. Oh boy. Take a deep breath and a drink and get set for the third period. 4-1 Manotick going into the final frame. We will have the last game of the Barry's Bay Wolves and the Manotick Mariners series as they closed it out in an incredible performance by Bert Berkeliev. Thanks for tuning in, folks. You are watching NPHL Central on YouTube from the Manotick Mariners Mike O'Neill Arena.
3:15 remaining in the first. Dennison, a long ice pass to Gustafson. Gustafson hit by Stay, and the crowd loves that one. Stay. The on-comer was Finkelstein. Picks it off into the slot, and he scored! Ryan Lau, redirect in front of the net. And the Mariners have broken the deadlock. Tip in front. Back onto the defensive end here for the Mariners as they get it through. Lau trying to get across the line. He's bodied and knocked off the puck. Scrum in the corner, and the Wolves will come away with it. Sent up to Jared Stay. Knocked off his stick. Finkelstein over to Gustafson. Across the line. Throwing it on net. Just wide of the cage. Looks like Sear going back to Cardwell. The shot through. Ooh, and he scored! Gustafson, the tip in. And they're up 2-0 early. McNaughton sends it on goal, and Berkeley steers that away. And they're off to the races on a 3-on-2. Poirier fake the drop pass. Over now, scored! Jonathan Sear, and it's 3-0 Mariners. And thanks to Barry's Bay and Durham and Lindsay this season, we've been able to do a lot of games, and we greatly appreciate it. But the Mariners are out through center again. Finkelstein scored! It's 4-0 Manotick on a snapshot by Finkelstein. Back into the Manotick zone. Poirier getting across the blue line, trying to send it into Sear. That's knocked away just in the nick of time. And Jared Stay scampers through center. Drop pass. McKenzie scored! Brett McKenzie rings the back of the net. And it gets this crowd off their seat. 4-1 Manotick. Pass up. Or skating out through center. The pass up there connects with McDade. A nice move to turn back. Throwing it towards the net. Stop. Scored! Too quick. And it's 4-2. They've cut the lead in half. In 2 minutes and 11 seconds, the Wolves' Den is alive and electric. Campbell chips it. McNaughton blocked by Robert Lapine, and it goes all the way out to center ice. The Mariners will send it back in. Lau and Gustafson trying to connect. It's McNaughton back the other way. Toe drag, shot, stopped by Berkeley at the rebound, and Berkeley have made two beauties. They're hunting down that door. Hatred from the opposition because of the way he plays. He is so physical, and I mean, as they say, bad players do not get booed. Scores! Jared Stay, they're within one. It's 4-3. Stay picking up his own rebound this time and blasting it home. And this crowd loves it. Tam, the pass over, back over. Tam will send that around the wall and over to Devin Campbell. To the corner. Slot! What a stop by Lipinski. Holy Dinah. He just got free. And through a maze of Barry's Bay Wolves as well. I have no idea how he thread the needle. And even more importantly for Wolves fans, how Lipinski made the save. Draw to the right, Lipinski. Dade at the draw with Gustafson. The counter for Manotick. Chipped into the corner. Summers can't move it. Just in behind Quentin Rook. And the Mariners are set up. Poirier. Shot, scored! Poirier shot through and under the arm of Lipinski. And it's 5-3 Mariners.
40 minutes down, 20 to go. Second period shots on goal favored Manotick again, this time only 15 to 12 in total, 31-18 in favor of Manotick. Goal scoring summary in that second period. Grant Cooper got them off and running to give Manotick a 2-0 lead from Jacob Renault and Jonathan Sear. Jacob from Gruden Hill. He scored for the Tweed Oil Kings to make it 2-1. And back-to-back goals. This one, Tyler Melvin on a beautiful goal. That will be the highlight of the night. And Brendan Macara, and then Nicholas Hammer from Brendan Macara to make it 4-1 for the Manotick Mariners. Both sides looking to come out and get ready to go. I got to be honest with you, it's really quite dangerous that both teams come out from that side. They both literally come down the same hallway. Around the league tonight, I'll give you a little update. The Ironmen beat the Blitz, as I was saying. They'll now move on to the finals. A 7-3 win over the the Orangeville Blitz. And the Alvinson Killer Bees are leading the Strathroy Jets 4-1. That's in the third period. Check and see if there's any time remaining on the clock. They're doing the smart thing here. They're allowing the arena to the ice to freeze because it was just puddles everywhere in that last period. Yeah, that is a final. 4-1 Alvinston over Strathroy. So I'll check this for you real quick. You hear that? Even that's for the Tweed Oil Kings. I mean, that's pretty wild. So the Killer Bees are up 2-1. That will give them a 3-1 series lead over Strathroy. That might actually spark the Oil Kings there. You might have not seen it, a collision inside their own end.
Championship, I need some championship energy. Please welcome back to the ice, your Manotick Mariners!
All right, Tweed's got to find a miracle. The Mariners are in overdrive. They've been playing great hockey since the beginning of this game. So have the Oil Kings. They're just not getting the bounces to go their way. The shots favor Manotick 31-18, but if you count the missed shots that have just missed the net for Tweed, it'd be roughly 31 all. That'll be something that they will look to work on the next time they're here. Tomorrow, we will be there as well at 6 o'clock at the Tweed Community Center in beautiful Tweed to bring you that game, and we should be live there as well. We will do our very best, but it's we were there live all day long for 5.5, 6 hours there for the All-Star game. So we should be there live again to bring you game 2 and game 4. If there is one, and we will be back doing we'll be doing the entire series. So thanks for tuning in, folks, and this is going to be an epic final, no matter what the score is right now. Tweed's not going away. The Mariners will look to bury them in this period if they can. 20 to go. Let's see what we've got going here. That draw is in the feet there of Isaac Brown. Couldn't move it forward with any cleanliness. Brown sent over, tried to get that through the legs, but couldn't come up with it. That's picked off by Vanderkirk. Shot, hit off a leg, goes into the corner. Tam on that quickly, sends it along the boards on the glass, hits a stanchion, and somehow comes back to the Mariners again. Trying to win the puck battle at the blue line, and the Oil Kings do. Pass into the front of the net. Nobody there but a Mariner. Long ice pass, connects to Gustafson. He'll find Finkelstein, stopping up. Huge hit by Bratney. Filled him in. The hitting starts early in the third. Continue. It's incredible. Game 1 of the finals in the Northern Premier Hockey League. Melvin sending it in behind the net. Gustafson trying to come out the far side there. Back to the blue line. Throwing it into the corner. Finkelstein let that go. Sear will pick it up, but he is labeled along the wall by Ingram. Big hits continue for the Lunch Pail Gang in Tweed. Trying to fire that towards the net. It's off the back wall, and 4 Oil Kings are low. If they can get it up quick, so there's a line change as well coming for Tweed. There's Cooper coming in. I don't know if Morrison had a little miscue inside the coming in on goal. Chance on the backhand, and that opportunity is thwarted on that play. Far side, Sear hit by Little. Trying to throw that out in front of the net. In his feet, and he can't find it. But Melvin does. Sends it rink wide out of his reach. Brody Morris will pick that up, and he runs into his own player. Was hoping he would switch with him, and the puck goes in deep. Manotick playing steady hockey here. Melvin will send that across to Hammer. Nice play there by Atkinson to give Ellis back his stick there. A little flip pass. Trying to move that puck through center. Chipped it a little too far. And Manotick will take over again. Tam coming in with speed. The shot, and Morrison neatly at the top of his crease makes that save, and he will hold on for the whistle. But the after the whistle stuff continues, and sooner or later somebody's going to go to the box at a big moment and put their team down by a man. 17-19 to go. Just if you wanted to, whatever. Hey, thanks, Ryan. Good to see you, buddy. James says hello. Yes, we're definitely going to be streaming in Tweed tomorrow. James was able to get us to go for 6 straight hours during the All-Star game, so we should be live from there as well, big time. Should be no problems with that at all. Knocked onto the seat of his pants. Hard pass out of the reach of Murray Free. It's sent back over to Van den Herk. Slips it back to Carruthers. Sent through the neutral zone and chipped in off the boards. My goodness, Berkeley have had to be careful with that one. The point, Van den Herk knocked off his stick, and that goes out to center. Carruthers back pedals, tried to send a pass up. Van den Herk, and it's picked off nicely there by the Mariners. Sent in behind the net. Mariners will take their time. 16:30 to go here in the third frame, and a 4-2 Manotick lead. Or 4-1. I don't know why I said 2. 4-1 Manotick lead. Nice little move there to get by him. Van den Herk feeling it. Nice move to get around him. Herk sends it across. Ripped the shot, and he fired it wide. Tail of the tape on this one is large with the missed net shots by the Oil Kings. Trying to send that along the wall, but the Mariners will pick it off. Lau sends it to Gustafson. Gustafson moves it to the far corner. In front to Finkelstein. Shot on goal, stopped by Morrison. Oil Kings stopped at their own blue line, and it's turned over in a quick 2-on-1 opportunity. Tried to drop it to Lau. Lau will still be able to pick that up and throw it into the corner. Bratney. The pass now over to Van den Herk. That is a long shift for him. Good. Shot deflects into the corner, rifles it on goal, and Berkeley makes a nice save on that one.
We got 15-20 left on the clock.
And a meeting of the minds around the crease once again. Many, many times that has happened this evening. Well, Brody Morris has not been able to unleash that slap shot yet tonight. Maybe as he's set up on the right side, that pass over from Bratney, looking to do some damage here. .96 on the radar gun. Draw. Scrum, but one back to the blue line. Brody with the shot. There's the rebound, and Berkeley with a beautiful save. They stop the boomer from Morris and then come right over to make a beautiful kick save. And that there, folks, is a takedown. Penalties to call. Dawson Ellis on the wrong end of that one. Morris, Little, Ellis, Bratney, and the center, Rudenhill. The only goal tonight for the Oil Kings. To the right of Berkeley against Sear. One scrummed into the corner for Cardwell. And the helmet popped off by Dawson Ellis, and that will blow the play dead. Looks like Dawson Ellis is going off for repairs. Rough stuff continues, James? 15 minutes to go here in the third period. If Tweed's going to mount a comeback, it's got to be now. Mariners would love to get out on the right foot and break up that winning streak by Tweed and give themselves game one. It's in behind the net. And out is Tam with speed. Sends that on. Morrison. And Evan Morrison will hold on to it for the face-off. Draw to the right of Evan Morrison. Millington at the draw versus Sear. Oh, a big hit on Melvin, knocked him down. Pass over the shot from the blue line, and Evan Morrison cools the cat. Snare that one. Shout out to Angelina Italian Kitchens, big sponsor for Manotick, and also to Vito's Pizza in Tweed, a big sponsor for the Oil Kings. We will definitely be getting a couple pies there tomorrow after we leave Tweed tomorrow. That's along the wall there. The line shot directed towards the net, and the Mariners. And great defense will thwart that. Vandenherk. Nice move there to get in a rifled shot, knocked down in front of the net. That will blow the play dead.
How you feeling? How you like us?
To the left of Berkeley, Tweed is really starting to push here in the late stages of this one. Back to the blue line. Shot through, and Berkeley saw that all the way. Ingram in the corner. Trying to spin away from the defender. They better get up. There's going to be a penalty after that skirmish in that corner. It's then in behind the net, Vandenherk. there first. Trying to move out. Stop up. Hammer and Ingram collide. Long ice pass. Walking in. Shot and blocked by Tam off the shot from Vandengrove. Tried to throw it out in front of the net, and a good play there to thwart that opportunity. Mariners, LaBroge across the line. Looking to go in behind the net, and he's bodied off that puck. It goes loose. The blue line, and the Mariners jousting away at this one. Send it in behind the net. Atkinson scampers through center, and he's knocked off the puck, and it's a 3-on-1. Finkelstein keeping all the way, and it just went wide to the slot. Can't pull the trigger. Finkelstein again shooting it just wide, trying to bank it in off of Evan Morrison. Wedged his foot against that post and made a nice save on that one. Boy, oh boy, that could have been something. Mariners turning that around on a 3-on-1. He's off to the right of Evan Morrison. One back, Finkelstein, wide open shot. Stopped by Morrison. Looking to go back to the blue line, but it's picked off, and the Oil Kings are off to the races. That's sent over. Good chance here for Ellis. He can't get by him. Ratney tried to get by him, and Little trying to give him some support. Gustafson at center ice. Knocked off the puck there, but they'll turn it back in. Shot, and it goes up and into the mesh. 12:22 to go. Blow it dead. So much after the whistle stuff going on.
01698-748. If you have that white ticket, you won $880. 8748. Last word.
What a great game. Been treated to here from Manotick. Great opening game of the finals. The face-off is one back, and it goes all the way back in the Manotick zone. Throwing it out the wall to Melvin, and he's almost picked off again. There's Muskplow. Chipping it into the corner. Murray free there first. Sends it in behind the net, but it's picked off by the Mariners. They just play in numbers. I mean, that play there, they had 4 Mariners surrounding the puck and covering a guy. Millington, a big hit along the wall. That pass connects over to Shutt. Throwing it, oh, what a play, and that will go up and into the roof. And it will be brought down inside the Manotick zone. Now they got to get one. 11:42. Looking to bring this back to even. They got to start the comeback. Manotick looking to hold the line, hold serve with the 4-1 lead and win game 1 on home ice. The hammer falls on the puck. Brown in there digging. Ingram couldn't come up with it. Mariners avoiding that hit there, thank goodness. Sent around to the far side. Carruthers in fast after LaRose, and he'll play it back, and the Mariners will come out with it. Back to the hammer, the shot stopped by Morrison. He wasn't sure where the rebound went, but for his sake, it dribbled wide of the net. Cardwell on Morrison. And throw that in behind the net. Back around the wall, that'll come out to the neutral zone to Cardwell. Hit by Brown, and Polkowski sends it in deep. He'll go for a line change. Slides it to the far wing there for Bratney. Up through center to Vandenhert. Stopping. Another stop, and he's spinning on him at the blue line. But again, Manotick, 2 guys on the puck and 1 guy taking the passer, and then right there, it's just smothering defense by the Manotick Mariners. Across the blue line and in. Tried the toe drag and knocked the stick out of Brody Morris's hand. And they send it around the wall. Vandenherk, couple turns. Gustafson right on him. Vandenherk in danger territory as the Mariners put 2 guys on him, but he somehow found a way out of it. Berkliev, possibly one of the best, possibly one of the best puck-playing goalies in the league. I think he just took a spill there. I don't know if he got hit or not. Oh, God! That is never good. Hey, they're lucky they weren't hurt when those can be some of the hardest hits when you hit your own teammate because you're not expecting it at all. And neither one of them are hurt. They're still out on the ice. But, yeah, that was loud, and the crowd gave a rousing cheer to that one. In behind the net and around the wall. Big hit on the boards, but Millington kept going as he picks it up in center, trying to go around him. The hits for Manotick. 5 Mariners back. That's not just, they're protecting the lead. They've been doing this all game long. It's been fantastic. And then still able to counterpunch and create some offense out of it. The Mariners are putting on quite a defensive clinic right now. The Oil Kings are pound for pound, they're hitting hard. But the Mariners haven't had a break in the wall this game. It's incredible. Slipped over. Millington will gain the blue line and stand up with Tam. Berkliev sends it around the boards. Murray Free just missed his man. The shot stopped by Berkliev. The chance again, the shot stopped by Berkliev. Mosklau along the wall, and that caused that puck to go out to center ice. And Bratney throws it around. Berkliev out to stop it. This is something else, folks. The hammer. And Cardwell playing catch. Sends that up. That will connect with Makara. Drop pass. That'll go inside the zone to Tam. Tam being harassed there pretty heavily by Mosklau. And they move it out quickly through center. Time is running out for the Oil Kings. Good play by Makara there. Get it to the blue line and inside the zone. Flip through center. Picked off. Brown. Rink wide pass. The point. Carruthers. Put a puck on net, and that will be held on for a face-off. Well, it only took 52 minutes and 24 seconds to get these teams to absolutely hate each other. Thank you, Cheryl. Christine, Blondie. Riley, Ryan, of course. We already said to you, brother. Sentinel, we all hope that you are all having a great time. And will join us again tomorrow. If you can't make it down to the arena in Tweed, James will have us live. I mean, we can never guarantee it, but 6 hours of straight streaming we had from there during that All-Star game. The chances of it not working are not very good. So, and we will be there, as always, we'll be there around the... Oh, it's in front of the net! Morrison makes a nice save into the corner. The game time is, I'm pretty sure, 6 o'clock. The warm-up is at 5:30. We'll be on the air at 5:20, and we'll be at the arena at about 4 o'clock. So stay tuned for the updates. If we can't go live, I'll make sure I post it on Facebook. If you want to get a lot of updates, just follow me on Facebook. Just Billy space BOAL Bowl. Drop to the point. Finkelstein knocked off the puck by Morris. With a slot area here and a penalty coming on a slash. I get a lot of questions on Facebook Messenger. People can ask me directly. That's where I receive the messages anyways. If you have any questions, I'll do my very best to answer them for you. This is fans here not enjoying the after the whistle stuff on both sides, actually. Tweed fans are yelling at the refs for not calling stuff on Manotick, and Manotick is yelling at the refs for not calling stuff on Tweed. But to be honest, I think the refs are really just trying to let them play. And the hatred, though, between these two teams in this short period of time is exquisite. I mean, it's pretty wild to build up this type of intensity. Two teams that never even played each other. And that's this league, folks. They play with their hearts on their sleeves and for their small towns. Cooper sends it over. The redirect just goes wide. Crossed to the dot, sending it low to the corner. And a penalty coming. Well, that'll, right on cue. The hatred, it continues. Daniel Atkinson. And Tyler Melvin. .6:27 to go. This is turning into quite a series. A lot of jawing. I mean, and where he's got to go is right where Melvin's going. I don't really like that too much. They're literally down the same hallway, and I know the guys try to keep it only on the ice, but when you've got this much going on and you're literally 2 doors away from each other, things can spill over. So I really feel like something's got to be done about that. I don't know how you would do it, but. How much are tickets, Christine? They are it's so loud. It depends. I mean, through the regular season, teams charge different prices. Through the regular season, it's anywhere from $10 to $12. Sometimes in the playoffs, they up the prices to $15. So I would gauge it anywhere from $10 to $15. Some teams give kids under 12 or under 6 free, and for seniors as well, they give a discount. So, to be honest with you, I mean, I think it's, like I say, $10 to $15. It is definitely worth it. Way cheaper than going to an NHL game or an OHL game, and I mean, you get your money's worth in spades. And I feel like if you're not doing anything on a Saturday night or a Sunday afternoon, you're usually in Tweed, but tomorrow will be at 6 o'clock. You can do a lot worse than coming down to a Northern Premier Hockey League game. It's a senior A league, but I call it semi-professional quality hockey. These guys, a lot of them are former NHLers, former AHLers. They played over in Europe, OHL prospects, played a lot in the OHL, the skill level is in my opinion, it's semi-pro. So it's great hockey, a lot of passion and pride, and these guys are playing for the crest on the front of the jersey, not the number on the back. So give her a shot. Tweed Community Center tomorrow. It is, Cody. It's very much well worth the money. The atmosphere in the arena, like, this place is absolutely packed. It's not nearly as big as any of the other arenas in the league. Smith Falls, I mean, they were getting over 1,000 in the playoffs last year. Barry's Bay, 700 people in these small arenas, packed to the brim. It gets loud, and it's quite an experience. The people are always they're always, well, at least for us anyways, they're always welcoming and nice, and it's quite an atmosphere. It's really a good time. So after all that, we're 4-on-4. It looks like Tyler Melvin's going to get the extra 2 on that, and in 21 seconds, the Oil Kings will go to the power play. 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the game. It's starting to wind down on them. They have got to find something to get them going. That draw is a scrum. Mariners will come out with it. Sift over. Jonathan Sear will pass that off to Tam. And he's off to the races, but he'll send that back. They're playing smart hockey. They're playing to protect the lead. They're playing to contain the puck. They're not trying to risk it all and allow Tweed to get back into it. A 3-goal lead they feel like is plenty, and they want to keep it that way. Over, and it's just out of the reach of Bratney, and he will misfire on that one. Power play coming in minute 5 for the Oil Kings. Rudenhill turned back in his own zone. He had that shorthanded goal, the only one of the game. Skating in across the blue line. He'll backhand that over into the feet of Bratney. Point chance now. Vandenhert spins on his man. Little move there. Chance. The backhand into the slot, and it goes across the wide open mouth of the net. Looking in behind the net. Cross ice pass. The shot deflected by Tam. His 4th or 5th block of the game. The pass over, looking back door, and he is knocked down. Front of the net. Turning is Vandenhert. 13 seconds remaining in the penalty to Ferguson of the Oil Kings, and they'll be on the power play. Pass over, looking for the give and go. No, it will not happen. Throwing it in behind the net. Bratney sending it to the blue line, ripped off the wall and out. 4:40 remaining in the 3rd period. They're really not going to get much of a chance on the power play here. Trying that long ice pass. Mariners have been way too sharp for that tonight. They need the close together passing to have a chance of breaking up this Mariner defense. Ingram drilled on the wall by Merritt, and Merritt will pick up the puck and send it through the neutral zone. Justin Allery will love this, and my buddy Ken Hammond. The Olays are starting here in Manotick. Brown across the center ice area. Thank goodness he had his head up on that one. Ingram pins it along the wall. Picked up, knocked out through center. Turning is Brody Morris. Morris leaves it for Ingram. And this clock is starting to wind. They got to come up with a goal. It's got to be now. Millington. Headman pass out of the reach of Shutt. Musklow sending it in. A huge hit by Barrett. Goodness me. Bouncing puck eludes Brody Morris. Stopping up in behind his own net. Now Tweed is a team that they're great on home ice. So tomorrow may be a different story. But tonight, the Mariners have gotten the better of them up to this point. Little crossed the line and knocked off the puck there. Trying to barrel his way through, and the Mariners will snuff out that offensive opportunity. It's thrown all the way back. The Oil Kings inside their own zone. Turn away from that on forecheck and turn away again. Try and find a hole, and he will. Still going. Throwing it in off the wall. And
The last blue ticket will be posted online. They packed the bin, so the last blue ticket will be online.
Oh, the rough stuff is continuing here. Good. Boy, oh boy. Old-time hockey. Both teams are definitely battle-tested. Tam has got under the skin of the Oil Kings tonight, big time. And that there started up quite a ruckus. That's the end of the night for Jacob Bratney. No love lost between these two teams already. 2:31 to go here in the final frame. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, yep, we will, Cheryl. I'll drive slow and steady. If you're just tuning in, tune in tomorrow, folks. We will have game 2 of this epic series back in Tweed. The Oil Kings will host the Mariners in game 2. And looks as though the Mariners are going to take game 1. Shots on goal read 39-26 in favor of Manotick. No goals in this period. 4 of the 5 goals in the second period. I mean, everybody's on the ice right now. What is going to go on here? We need to get ourselves a face-off and see where the chips lie.
The blue ticket got packed up for the last blue ticket, so we will have to put it on the website or on our Instagram. I don't know.
Out of the right, Evan Morrison. He's been great tonight. Stopping 35 of 39. The blue line sent in behind the net. Knocked down by Carruthers. Mariners back on the power play. Chipped along the boards as the clock continues to run. Back to the blue line. Renault sends it along to the half wall. Back out to the neutral zone as Cardwell will pick that up. Sends it over to LeBrose. Morrison sends it off the glass. Over, nice pass, shoots it short side and wide. Renault shot through a screen. I don't know if it got to Morrison or not to make the save. Renault, DDD to Cardwell. Back over to Renault. To Cardwell, he's got a shot. Lets it go. Didn't get all that one. And it was stopped by Morrison. Buck 33 to go. I'm not sure if we'll be live for the interview, but we will have an interview with Joshua Rollins, co-owner of the Northern Premier Hockey League. It'll either be, we'll post it as soon as we get home, or it will be at the end of the program. We'll find that out momentarily. Finkelstein, Merritt, Hammer, Sear, and Cooper out for the Mariners. Run around the wall and kept in by Merritt. Looking high as the puck rolled on him. He couldn't get a nice pass off as Cooper will hold it and send it into the corner. Back to the blue line and it bounced over Merritt's stick. Finkelstein throwing that up to Cooper. Drop pass for Finkelstein. Back over that blue line, rips it around the wall to Cooper. And we are at the last minute of the third period. Sends it into the middle of the ice. Finkelstein picks that off. Shot through and Morrison will stop that one with ease. Hold on with the face-off.
It's what to stay at the. Hey, Mariners, what to stay at the.
Draw to the left of Evan Morrison. That's one. Back to the blue line. Sent through a screen. The rebound's there and a stop by Morrison. He's up to 42 shots on the evening. Berkeley will leave that for Cardwell. The drop pass. And this game is going to go into the books here soon. Boy, Tweed had 7 guys on the ice there. And a penalty coming. Oh boy, this is going to be quite the series, folks. This is going to be quite the series indeed. Murray Freeze going off. Ferguson, I think he's being escorted out of the ice surface.
Give it up for your Manotick Mariners!
And the Mariners, with 24 3/10 remaining here in the third, just looking to not get any suspensions. I'll tell you, there's Ryan Polkowski on the ice there, number 21, closest guy to your screen on the left-hand side. He's a left winger. He does not play a ton, and that's how deep this Manotick club is, where Ryan Polkowski does not get nearly the same amount of ice time he did in Gananoque, but he is an excellent player. Going around behind the net, and they'll gain it out through center. Hit by Millington. Going it inside the zone. And that will do it. I was quite distracted by the end of that game, folks. The fans are losing it right now. They are not in a good mood. My goodness. But after the first 60 minutes of this incredible series, we have at least one game decided, and it will be a 2-1 or a 4-1 victory for the Manotick Mariners over the Tweed Oil Kings. It's a great game all around for both sides. We really appreciate his being on hand for it. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I mean, these guys got to go down the same wind tunnel here. It's not a good idea. It's really incredibly dangerous.
We appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. My name is Bobby Mugal, that's DJ Sid. Shout out to the Mariners. Hey. What? Hey, 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 hey. Mariners! Game 1 down. Tweed smoke. It looks like there's been an oil spill.
Promise here with the co-owner of the Northern Premier Hockey League, Joshua Rollins. Josh, thanks for doing this, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me, Billy. I really appreciate it.
What an epic series this is going to be. I mean, two teams that are really on two sides of the spectrum. Manotick came into this season with still that loaded up hockey club and just added a few pieces. and Tweed had to lose 9 players and gain all these extra great players. It's going to be an amazing series.
Two different paths to the same place. It's been really impressive on both ends, watching both these teams run through their specific conferences and come together to meet in the final.
So how's the season? It's your second year running this whole thing. You guys have done the rebrand, which has been amazing, and the whole time that I've been a part of the league, I've never seen it any better. So what's your take on it so far?
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. It's aged me significantly, I'll be honest with you. My wife feels the same way. But I'm so thankful for the many people like yourself and staff that we have working for us. It helps create a better product, everything we're trying to do. The rebrand was a big task to kind of retrain everything we're doing and hopefully move forward from here. So really excited.
The Northern Premier Hockey League just sounds so much more professional. And I just wanted to ask this question. I consider it a semi-pro league. Can you give me an insight into why it's Senior A and not semi-pro?
Yeah, I've been asked this so many times from so many teams, and the way I look at it is one day, should we get to a point in which we can call it something else? To me, it's marketed and branded as senior hockey. It's the community driven, it's not financially driven. Players play on weekends, they have full-time jobs. This isn't their full-time job, even though you'd be surprised considering the level of talent here. It's incredible to watch. So Senior A.
Fair enough. Seeing how Tweed's in the finals, how did the All-Star game go this year? Everyone was so excited that you guys did it again this year. How was it success-wise?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing it in Tweed. It's different place, different barn. It was a lot of fun, different from Prescott. But we had a great time with the players. The players enjoyed it, and to be honest, for me, it's about the players. It's about giving back to them. The guys traveling the 45 to 2 hours a game every weekend, it's fantastic. So for them, they enjoyed it. It's all that matters.
And you didn't just put on one show this year, you had to put on 2 with the Capitol as well, which was fantastic. I heard so many great things about that. Any things you want to share that are behind the scenes that still haven't come out yet, or?
Well, we have the Metro final is coming up here shortly. We have Strathroy and Alvinston facing off. Alvinston just won tonight, so they're up 3-1 in the series. And congratulations to the Six Nations Ironmen who have punched their ticket to the Metro Championship. They had their first year in the league. Fantastic team, top to bottom, organization and coaching. Well done.
So now with that as well, that gets into the Outlaw tournament. The Outlaw in April 24th to May 2nd.
Yes.
So give us, if Tweed wins this series, they move on and someone's out. How does that all transpire for the Outlaw tournament?
Yeah, so everything can be found on our website via the news feed and Outlaw. And what happens now is there's 2 wildcard teams that are currently in position. However, if someone who doesn't currently have a spot wins their prospective championship, the Metro or the Capital, those teams would slide into the wildcard spot. So there's 2 teams right now with that possibility. That is the Tweed Oil Kings in the Capital and the Six Nations Ironmen and the Metro. So they would replace in order, basically one of Barry's Bay or Strathroy at this point.
It's an absolutely fantastic idea. I don't know why it hasn't been done before. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys have got it up to such an incredible level, and I tell everybody about it because I'm so proud to be a part of it. Just even doing this and living a dream, even if it was a garbage league, I'd be doing it. I'd be so excited, but I wouldn't be. It's really, honestly, you guys have done a great job. From the time I've been here till now, it's leaps and bounds to where it was before.
Thanks, man. It takes a lot of people to do this behind the scenes, and it eats a lot of hours. It may not always feel like it on the objective end, but I promise all the organizations, all the teams, obviously they do a fantastic job, and we're trying to do our best to grow it and bring it to a professional place where fans and players can enjoy here for years to come.
And there's one more thing. You have a new podcast going on. Yes. I just actually got the insight on who's actually doing it. I saw it on Facebook.
Yes, so the NPHL, that's something that I feel a bit of back and forth on the socials is nice, but something more of the voice right from what's going on behind the scenes, a little fun, 3 stars, standings, players, there'll be lots of interviews, and that'll be done from the president's desk, myself, so that'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a good time doing that, and we'll take a lot of fan questions, open up the NPHL to those who make it special.
Well, that's fantastic, Josh. Really greatly appreciate this, big time. guys are doing a great job. And are you heading out to Tweed tomorrow?
I'm not tomorrow, but I'll be here next Saturday.
On
and
Saturday?
then Sunday if needed.
If need be.
Yeah.
All right, well, excellent. Thanks big time. You betcha.
Thanks a lot.
From Manotick, game 1 is in the books. 4-1 Manotick Mariners over the Tweed Oil Kings. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 5:20. We did 6 hours of a live stream at the All-Star game, so almost guaranteed James will be able to get us live tomorrow. So 5:20 puck drop. We'll be there at about 4 o'clock. Keep looking on the Facebook for more updates. Again, from Tweed 4-1, series lead is now 1-0 for the Manotick Mariners. Thanks for tuning in, folks. From the Michael O'Neill Arena, I'm Billy Bull for James Bull and the Northern Premier Hockey League Central crew. We thank you for tuning in. We love bringing it to you, and we hope you love it as much as we do. Bye for now.